we meet Richie in the pilot, he's kind of anesthetized to the music. He's very successful on paper. He's got a big house in Connecticut, a beautiful wife and family. By any measure, he's incredibly well off. But he's kind of lost touch with the thing that got him into the music business in the first place. And he's about to sell his company. Standing backstage brings up a lot of emotions for him. This is how he used to feel. This is what he's giving up. This is what he's leaving. And, as we find out later in the episode, he has grave doubts about selling this company. Richie makes an interesting point. It's kind of a deal we make with the audience. Richie says, so here's my story clouded by lost brain cells and maybe a little bullshit. This is a story being told to you by a very unreliable narrator who's already admitted that he's unreliable. So just relax and enjoy the ride. Jimmy's very much a self-starter, very assertive, very much a go-getter. She's an assistant in the A&R department. She's also the person who provides drugs for the executives at the record company, which was an actual function of many people who worked in record companies in the 70s. All of our research, all the people we talked to said drugs were just incredibly prevalent. There was always somebody in the company who sort of was responsible for procuring them and distributing them.
It's my band, Nasty Bits.
I'll take it. I work with Julie. Jamie Vine. A&R.
Kip Stevens.
She's very ambitious, she's very smart, she's clearly manipulative and smart enough to lie to Richie, when she snatches a tape out of his inbox to tell him that this is a band she found. So there's a lot more to her than meets the eye. Richie goes and sees the Dolls. This is what Richie remembers, and this is how he used to feel when he was a kid, listening to early rock and roll. That, coupled with the cocaine, coupled with the crowd and the electricity, this is the future. This is what rock and roll should be. That night is such a revelation for him, and to end it with surviving a building collapse is just, that's the ultimate sign from God. In reality, the Mercer Arts Center did collapse. We fudged history a little bit. It did not happen actually in the middle of a show. There was a band rehearsing. It wasn't the New York Dolls, but there was apparently a band there and they got out.